Hello and welcome to the Lime and Wolf podcast. I'm your guest, Ty, and today I'm joined by two very talented hosts. Coming to you from deep within a secret bunker, it's Nate.
Howdy.
And he doesn't like mustard, it's Raceland.
Doesn't like a mustard. What? It's true. I don't like mustard.
See, I know things about you.
Oh yeah, Yeah.
He's a great friend.
you are a good friend, Ty. That was a very beautiful intro.
Yes, thank you for that, Ty.
Hey, that's what I'm here for.
Well, this was actually your idea, so tell us what we're talking about today.
That's not fair.
No, you're the host now.
So this all, if you don't know, dear listeners, if you don't know, this all stemmed from, we have a DM going, a group chat, if you will, in Discord, and Nate shared a meme. You've probably all seen it. It's like the horse.
Fiery horse.
Yeah, you explain the meme, Nate.
So the meme is various versions of it. The one I sent was full picture of a flaming horse that just looks really cool looking, describing 3 different categories and what you think, what game is peak, the best in those categories. And so I sent it to these guys and asked them.
And those categories were best story, best graphics, or just 10 out of 10 story, 10 out of 10 graphics, 10 out of 10 gameplay, but we're adding a 4th one, and that is 10 out of 10 music, which was Raceland's idea.
Nate, did you add that to your list?
I did.
I'm surprised because you're not the music guy, so I didn't. I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah, no, so there were 2 games that I was not going to be putting on this list because I had already used them for another thing. But when you added
Another
music, they were the only things I could think of were these 2 games. So
Okay, well, perfect. So now that we've got our categories, what are we starting with?
how
Are we
about
starting
gameplay?
with? I didn't know if we were going to start with the meme, like in the picture.
Oh, I don't have an answer for like one that gets 10 out of 10 in every category.
That's
Oh.
why we broke this up into them,
Right.
because
So, like, from what I understand, is that we pick like story. All right, this is the game I like, and this for the story, and this is the game I like for the graphics. Right? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, we could do that.
yeah,
As
that
in-
sounds
In that case, why don't we start with gameplay, since that is the tail of the horse.
Okay. Let me scroll down to my back one because I put that as the last one. But all right.
Ah,
All right, who wants to go first?
I'll tell you what. I'll go first.
Oh, we
Okay,
starting with the
perfect.
best
Just
and
about
ending
to
with the
suggest a
worst.
guess.
This is the best of the best. Now remember, we're talking 10 out of 10 gameplay.
Yes.
And
Oh,
I don't think
Okay, continue.
I don't think you can argue against this. My pick is Tetris.
I mean, you're not wrong.
So good, they got it right
You
the
are-
first time.
You're right. I can't argue that at all. Man, something about
Multiple
that.
spin-offs inspired. It is genre creating.
Okay, so I took
Yeah.
a very different direction with my picks than you did.
So did
I'm
I.
sure
But
I have some others that are not Tetris.
I
I
was
also
saying,
have some
I
like,
went
regular
with-
video games.
I
There-
went with what games do I think are fun to play with the gameplay is more what
Oh,
I
that's
picked.
true. That's what my
I
other
will-
picks are.
I will say that so Xbox Game Pass has a game that is literally just Tetris, but with added features.
I like
Where
Tetris
you-
Effect.
It's called a Drop Duchy, where you build a kingdom using the Tetris
Oh
gameplay.
yeah, I've heard of this. Yeah.
Yeah. I have been playing that, and it is extremely fun, if not challenging, because you can accidentally help the enemies doing it. So yeah, you're right. Tetris is 10 out of 10 gameplay.
It's hard to
can
argue.
go up from there. They can just build on it.
That's a very good pick, actually.
It's a very solid pick.
Very nothing. I was gonna make a really stupid joke, but it's dumb.
Well, you have to do it now.
No,
Yeah, nah.
it's you said it's a solid pick. I was like, that lines up.
Ha!
No.
Like
See?
Tetris lines.
See, it wasn't funny. It wasn't funny.
That's a solid pun, Todd. Like, come on. So are we going to do all of them, or are we just doing one by one?
Yeah, I only have 2 per category. That's what I picked.
I have 3 in this category. I actually have 4 in this category. for
Ty,
gameplay.
Okay.
That's weird.
You are the guest, but you're being a little bit of an overachiever. Okay.
I'll tell you what.
I'm fine with that.
I'll tell you what. I'll just move on to the next one then for gameplay.
Okay.
Okay.
And this is actually I put Resident Evil 4 and the remake because like they're kind of the same game, but they're not.
Okay.
I've
never played a
and
Resident
I-
Evil game, so I have no opinion on this one.
I think it's just a really fun game to play in that franchise. It might not be my favorite Resident Evil game, but it is fun to like. It's got a very like arcadey nature to it because it's so much more action focused than horror. And in fact, they throw the horror out the window pretty quick because like Leon is like you're playing as like the ultimate badass guy. Like
He
you can
is the
shoot-
action hero.
You
I have
shoot
a
people
question.
in the knee, and then you can like roundhouse kick them to the ground. It's that kind of video game. What you had a question, Raceland?
Yeah, I don't know which one is which. Is Resident Evil 4 the one that's still top down where like every time you enter a room it cuts into the next like camera angle, like pans? I've only played one.
I have a hard time remembering if the original is like that or not. but
I only played
not in the
one
remake.
Resident Evil game, and it was on the Wii, and you had to like shake the remote to get bats away from you and stuff. So I have no
I don't
opinion
know.
on this
I've
franchise.
never played any of the ones on the Wii, so I'm not sure.
Okay.
And I've never
But,
played.
So that was
I'm
my first real gameplay pick. If,
Okay.
if somebody else
Resident
would if somebody else would like to
All
go
right.
now.
Racem, what is one of yours?
Okay, let me get my notes out really quick. All right, I'll start with the short one because I'll save the other one for later. So my pick is Metroid Dread. I
Okay.
think the
Okay,
combat. I think the combat in this game is honestly the perfect Metroidvania style combat that I personally have ever played. I know a lot of people have probably played better ones, but I don't know. I really enjoyed the combat in Metroid Dread. The counter was perfectly adapted to the game style of this game. I just really enjoyed this game, honestly, and I think Samus has never played as well as she did in Metroid Dread. But that's my opinion.
I've heard you talk about this before, and since you has mentioned this before, I have like watched other people play it since then, and yeah, I agree. It's a pretty fun looking game.
Oh, I forgot. Since I didn't do the intro, I forgot I was going to tell you guys something. I'm just going to tell you now.
Okay.
On my list, I always talk about my personal top 3 games, which are Persona 5 Royal, Dragon Quest 11, and Kingdom Hearts. And since those are I talk about them all the time, they're not going to make my list at all. So I chose different games.
That's fair.
That's the same for me. I actively tried to not pick games that I talk about all the time.
Yeah, I wanted that. I'm picking things that you probably wouldn't have thought of.
Until you guys added music, and so I had to add at least one of those games.
No, you're fine. But Ty, you played Metroid Dread. What are your thoughts on the
I haven't
combat?
I haven't played it all the way through, and I haven't really played that much of it. It was one of those things where it's like I bought it and something else at the same time, and I was like, okay, I'll try this for 20 minutes, and I'll try the other one.
20
I ended up playing the other game. But it was fun. What I get it though. Like it's it's the same kind of Metroid stuff that I'm used to, but they did add these counters, and
Yeah, and
those are kind of cool.
And they really like hyped up the suspense and thriller in this game to 11 because like
Yeah, it's pretty stressful when them things are the
yeah, those
Emmys, I think they're called.
Yeah,
that are
the Emmys are chasing you, dude.
I don't know why
Terrifying.
Nintendo in the Switch generation, they got a real like they really like making killer robots in their games because they did the same thing with Breath of the Wild, where there's these other drones that if you come across them, they will also shoot you with a big laser and you're dead.
And they both
So
both games have like music that immediately is like, oh shit,
Yeah,
music. Like
it's
you
like
just hear, oh god.
yeah, they really gotta have they kind of have a mean streak going right now.
Right. But yeah, Metroid Dread. Honestly, it's my favorite Metroid game, and I know there's a lot of them, but I like Metroidvania 2D Metroid much more the 3D Metroid Prime, but that's just me.
I don't think I've ever played any of the primes, so
I played
I've
the
only
first
played
one,
2D.
and I've played the first one, and I'm about 75% done. But it was okay.
But yeah, 2D Metroid rules.
Yeah, totally
Pretty
agree.
cool.
All right, Nate, let's go with yours.
All right. So this one I really enjoyed. I don't think I've finished it. But not because I didn't enjoy the gameplay, just because I'm a bad gamer.
Can you even put it
Um,
on your list if you didn't finish it? Come on, guys.
Yeah. So the game came out in 2022, and it is called Sifu.
Sifu.
Oh, I've heard
Yeah.
of this.
That sounds familiar.
It is a very fun game. Gameplay is extremely solid and unique, which is one of the reasons why I put it on this list. It's a third-person beat 'em up with martial art combat, where you can pick up random items on your playthrough, and it'll change up your style. As you level your character up, you can, of course, spend money to unlock different moves and stuff and button combos. But when you do lose, instead of dying, you will given the option to either restart the mission over or age up. So, like, I think you start at age 20 something, and then you die, you're now in your 30s. Die again, you're now in your 40s. And each
That's
time
weird.
your life bar goes down, but your strength goes up. So you hit harder, but you also get hit harder as well.
That's really weird.
Gets to the point where, like, if you become an extremely old man, you just die, and then you'll have to restart the game or the level over from when you started that mission. So if you were to complete the mission at age 50, the next mission you go to, 50 is now your locked age. You can't get any younger unless you go to the previous mission. Gameplay wise, that is it. Sifu is just a very interesting game, and the gameplay was very unique, which is the reason why I put it on here.
And like the combat, if I remember correctly, is very like super martial arts.
Yes.
Like cinema inspired even.
Yeah, it is. When I first played it, I was really expecting to go into kind of like a Arkham kind of style fighting game or Arkham game, but while it does kind of give you that feel because you are fighting multiple opponents and stuff, the actual gameplay itself doesn't feel like that. It feels like you're in a martial arts movie, an old kung fu movie. And yeah, it's really cool. You can pick up like a mop, break it over someone's head, and then now you have two weapons instead of just one. So yeah, it's a really good game. Highly recommend
Very
it.
nice. Very nice.
Very good.
Well, then I will go next for my second real gameplay game. Little game called Castlevania Symphony of the Night for the
Nice.
PlayStation 1.
Is that the 2D ones or the 3D
It
ones?
is a 2D game.
Hell yeah.
It's a lot like Metroid, actually. This is where the term Metroidvania really comes into play.
It's kind of ironic
that-
we both picked one of the names.
In that, yeah, and then you're like exploring a castle instead of exploring a planet, and it's also an RPG, so your stats will go up like when you accumulate enough experience points to level up. There are different weapons you can find. You're not stuck with the same kit the whole game. Obviously, it's more fantasy based because it's vampires and stuff instead of
Hell yeah.
sci-fi. So you get like Alucard can turn into a bat, or you can turn into mist to get through various things. It's a cool little puzzle platformer, kind of like the Metroid games.
I have a dumb question. So I've actually never played a Castlevania game. I know what they are, but I thought you played as the Belmonts. I thought Alucard was
You
the
do in
villain.
most of them. In most of them you do, but it just so happens that there are a couple games where you play as people that are not Belmonts, and I think Alucard is in. I don't remember if he's in another game or not, but he shows up in other games. Maybe not as the main character, but
Well, yeah, he's the villain in most of them, right?
well, he's not the villain. He's the son of Dracula.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know
Dracula is
story.
the big bad guy.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the only
But yeah.
Castlevania I ever played was Legacy of Darkness, where you could play a werewolf.
Oh, shocker.
Yeah, uh, but yeah, side-scrolling ones, I'm just not really good at side-scrolling games.
Oh no,
So
you're terrible at it, buddy.
Yeah, I tend to avoid them simply because they make me feel bad. But I do
Remember-
like watching other people
Remember
play
those
them.
times we played Cuphead?
Yeah, I remember you getting us killed a lot.
Oh,
Oh, thanks, buddy. All right, let's move on.
let's move on. Raceland, what's your second
Oh.
gameplay game?
All right, this is my final gameplay game, and I picked one that I just really loved. Like, this is a game. I don't know. I noticed that you guys are all picking like these are. This is known for like crazy gameplay.
Well, they
I
are
just-
known, but I do love those games also.
This one here is just literally like, oh, I love this game, and I thought the gameplay was cool. That is Far Cry 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love the combat in this game. I love being able to hunt down all the camps and outposts and being able to have your own pet to help you take down the enemies. And I love the actual combat with guns and stuff in the game.
Is that the one with the like cult or something like
Yeah,
that?
it's set in the United States, and it's like this like religious cult trying to basically corrupt the whole country to join their cult.
Okay, I know which one you're talking about then.
Right.
Yeah.
I actually almost put this story in the story category because I think the story of this game is the best out of all the Far Cry games. That's just me though.
It's another one that I don't think I beat, but I did enjoy playing it. It was really fun.
It is hands down my favorite Far Cry game. It is so good. I think it's the most refined out of all the Far Cries for combat because, you know, while everybody loves Far Cry 3 because it's an amazing story, the combat is still Xbox 360 combat. I mean, that's not bad, but they've had multiple games to refine it over the years, and I think Far Cry 5 turned out the best, especially combat-wise.
That's fair.
And I do love being able to have my own pets. I think you can literally, like, the first one you get is, like, this loyal dog that, like, helps you hunt down people. Like an actual dog, not a wolf or nothing.
Yeah, my favorite was the bear.
Oh, yeah, the bear was great. Ty, did you play Far Cry 5?
I've never played a single Far Cry game.
Oh, that hurts my soul, Ty. It hurts my soul. They're so good.
I enjoy them.
Back when Ubisoft made good games. Man, I miss those days.
I can't remember a time.
I mean, we've got the Assassin's Creed franchise, but even that is like going downhill. I miss old Ubisoft.
when they
I
made
miss
Rayman.
BioWare.
I mean, yeah, they did make Rayman. You're right. But when's the last time we got a really awesome Rayman game?
Rayman Legends.
Yeah, that
was
came
the
out
very
10
last one.
That was like 10
Wait,
years
they're
ago.
they're putting Rayman 1 on like modern stuff.
Cool. So they just repackaged an old game and threw a label on
Hey,
it.
look. I'm
Gotta
not a
take where you
Ubisoft
can.
guy.
Is it Ubisoft going out of business? Like I thought they were like legit shit like getting sold off.
I have no clue.
I'm not I don't know.
I don't know. Oh. But yeah, Far Cry 5, awesome game. Great
All right,
combat.
Nate. And
Okay.
our Raceland. Now it's Nate's turn.
Alrighty.
Nate, did you do your two or
I just
Which
did Sifu. This will be
Oh.
my
Second.
All right, so my second one is very similar to Raceland in that I really just love this game. It's a really fun game. It is Divinity Original Sin 2.
Ah, okay.
This game, like, as most people who know me know, I like lore in video games. I like creating little backstories for characters, and this game, I went very deep into creating a character with a massive backstory beyond what the game even allows. So, this game, one of the reasons why the gameplay is just terrific is the way it gives you so many ways to solve problems. While normally you can pretty much just get through most things with combat. You can also talk your way through, or if you have the right spell, use different spells to just kind of come with any zany ways. There's like a shapeshifter one where you can turn your arm into a tentacle and you can use that to reach a key and all that stuff. You can talk to animals. So you, instead of going around doing an entire mission of who done it, just go to a chicken and be like, hey, what did you see? And the chicken will be like, oh yeah, I saw this. It was just a really fun, inventive game. It's a tactical turn-based CPRG or CRPG. So yeah, that's it. Divinity Original Sin 2.
And so, what was your favorite part of the gameplay wise?
The inventiveness of
Okay.
being able to solve problems in the game.
Okay, that's an interesting take on that category.
Yeah, just the game giving you so many different ways to approach a problem, and it working, rather than it being like, no, you can't do that. Do it this way, or do it
Okay.
a normal way. So yeah, gameplay wise, the reason I picked it is because of just how various situations can occur.
All right, cool.
That's fair.
Ty, did you have one more left? You said.
I do have one more left. Nate, how many do you have left?
That's it. That was my last one.
All right. Well, for my final gameplay game, much like Raceland and Nate, I also picked a game that I just love. And it's a little known game called Elden Ring.
Yeah.
Lots of rolling.
I've spent
I think I've heard
so
of
many
that.
hours playing Elden Ring. It's Dark Souls, but it's open world, and you can jump and ride a horse. So that's. I don't really have a lot to say about it.
My favorite part of the gameplay is being able to roll across the map away from my enemies.
Hey man, rolling is an important skill to learn in FromSoft games.
Yeah.
I hate those type of games so much. I'm sorry, Ty. I don't like them.
You know, it's not for everybody.
It's not, yeah.
It's just so unbelievably hard. I don't want to hate my life as I play a game.
Oh, it's not that bad. If I can do it, anybody can do it.
I have seen y'all play that game, and it does look really fun. If it's one of those games that I have on my Steam wish list, waiting for it to like go on sale at a pretty good sale, but it never goes past like I think 20%.
Yeah,
That doesn't surprise me.
it might be a bit.
They want
Yeah,
their money,
yeah.
Nate.
That was my last
I understand that.
gameplay game.
Nice.
Okay.
So what are we moving on to?
Well, now we're moving on to the middle of the horse, which is story.
Oh, let me scroll up. I thought we were doing graphics. All right.
And as since Raceland's a big story guy, I think he should be the
Oh.
leader on this one.
I
Yeah,
get to
go ahead.
start.
Go ahead and start us off.
All right. Should I pick the big one or the smaller one? Let's go with this one. I'm just gonna rip the Band-Aid. So, I picked,
Uh-oh.
like I said, Persona 5, Dragon Quest, Kingdom Hearts, all super heavy story lore. They're off the table. I went with something different, completely different. We're going back to Skyrim.
Oh, all right, yeah.
I'm sure both of us,
Okay.
all three of us, have played Skyrim a billion times.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
even think about it for this list, but yeah, I played.
I
a
knew
shit ton of
Skyrim was going to be on this list in one of the categories because it can check all of them, honestly.
Yeah, I feel like almost everybody has played Skyrim at some point.
Yeah, I love the idea of being the chosen hero and defeating evil, like the classic tale of hero versus villain.
Yeah.
If we're talking strictly main story, that's what it is. Hero takes down villain. You're literally the chosen hero. But
You're the chosen hero, but you got to kill this dragon god who's from the past, and you have to go into like hell to fight him and stuff like that.
classic story.
It's not quite that simple, but it is the hero's tale, but it does a lot of cool stuff too.
It's kind of like explaining Kingdom Hearts. Like, it's a classic story if there's a lot of bullshit in between. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But as for Skyrim, there's tons of different story quests you can do. Like, that's
Yeah.
why when I asked in the group chat yesterday, is like, this is what I meant. It was like, is it okay to use it for story if it has multiple stories, because you've got like the main story, then you've got the assassin story, then the thieves guild story, and the Winterhold story. There's so many different like branches of main stories in this game.
I would say that counts. I would say
Okay.
that counts.
And then there's just so much side stuff to do. Like they definitely give you a shit ton of content in this game. But man, like honestly, the main story is kind of weak compared to like some of the side stories. Like the Winterhold story is awesome, the Thieves Guild story is awesome.
Yeah, the side quests are a lot of fun in Skyrim.
Oh yeah, and I love the creativity of Skyrim. The fact that, like you were saying, Nate, creativity rocks. You could pick any class and make it anything you want to be. It's awesome.
Yeah.
So many different race combinations, with armor combinations, with skill combinations.
If you want to be a lizard man, vampire lord, archmage of the college, you can do that.
Or you could be a giant orc who's a mage, you know?
I will say, like, one of my favorite aspects of the game is when I did a run when forsaking magic and still became the archmage of the college. I'm like,
never touched a magic spell in my entire life.
You're that kid from you're that kid from, what is it, Black Clover?
Yeah.
That anti-magic kid who's like, I will be the wizard king.
Hey, in our college, you need to show us a common spell. I don't have any magic. That's all right. You're in. Congratulations, you're not the archmage.
I have a big sword.
I felt so bad during that run when they just overlooked all of the other mages in the college to take up that position and hired some nobody who doesn't wield shit.
I've seen so many like skits on like TikTok and YouTube and stuff where it's just like, yeah, I was like, I've been to the college for like 7 years, man, and I was on my way to be the archmage. Just some random orc showed up, doesn't have a freaking lick of magic, and became the archmage in 4 days. The fuck is that?
Hey, look, the being the dragonborn affords you certain privileges. Yeah.
But yeah, Skyrim's awesome, and I think it qualifies for a story category.
Yeah, I mean, especially with the side quests, because then you've got even more story added on to the main stories.
That's not even including all the DLC that you get.
Yeah, so this is definitely one that works.
Oh yeah, so that was my big one I wanted to put on here.
That's a
Skyrim was getting on the list somewhere.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, Ty, do you want to give us yours?
Yeah, sure, why not? All right. My first pick for best story, or in my opinion, 10 out of 10 story, is Final Fantasy 16.
Oh yeah, that's the best one in my opinion. That's a hot take though.
I don't think it's a hot take. Maybe for like the best game in the series, but like for best story, I mean, it's got some pretty good writing.
Dude, the story is so unbelievably good in that game.
Yeah,
the story is what really leads that game.
Especially coming off of like 15, which had no story.
Hey, 15 was good. Shut up.
Yeah, especially coming off of 15, which had no story or gameplay. I liked 15.
And, fuck you. Gameplay was fun. I love that game.
16 was quite a breath of fresh air. It feels like a game written for adults. In fact, it's the first M-rated game in the Final Fantasy 16.
Fuck in that game.
Yeah, they mostly use it just to say fuck and show Clive's ass every now and then, but
hey, welcome to Final Fantasy. This is fucking Clive. Oh, whoa, shit, dude, calm down.
And this totally is like a post Game of Thrones Final Fantasy game in that it's like everybody's politically like conniving and scheming against each other. But I think it's like a good story. It's basically doing the X-Men thing where it's like people that can wield magic are treated as like outcasts or worse, they're put into like slavery. And then if you like abuse your magic too much, I think you turn to stone or something like that happens to you.
Yeah, you do.
And so basically Clive is this noble who joins up with like a resistance group because he also has these magic powers. And then there's also other stuff going on, and then you have to kill God at the end of the game. And then but for the most part, 16 tells a pretty grounded story until it becomes a Final Fantasy game. But and it still earns a 10 out of 10 on my
Nate,
point.
and you would love it because it does do the Sam and Dean things where the brothers are inseparable and they can just like will do anything, literally defeat gods for them.
Is
You
this
also
the
travel
one
around with a wolf.
Yeah,
Is
the
this the
wolf
one
is your
that-
literal companion.
you kept asking me about which sword you should carry because like how cool it looked or
Yeah,
whatnot?
there's so many
Graceland?
different swords, and I kept asking Nate his opinion on which sword looked the coolest.
Okay, so I know which one this is then.
Oh yeah, this
I had to
game
do
was
research
so
on this back then.
fun.
I
So
probably could have
fun.
put this in the gameplay category now that I think about it, because they did the action thing this time, and I think they did it really well.
I think the story was more fun than the gameplay. I think
The story it's a higher note for the story and the graphics for that matter.
it stands out
than
more. The story stands out the most out of that because when I want to play a Final Fantasy game, I'm going for who has the best story.
Yeah, no, I think that's right, and I think Final Fantasy 16 has a 10 out of 10 story.
You know, I almost put this on my list. Then what would we have done?
I would have used one of my alternates.
Oh, okay.
I got one in the chamber, but I think Nate's gonna say it. As a matter of fact, Nate, I think it's your turn.
It is my turn, and I can guarantee neither one of you have played either of the games I have on here.
And
even
which category is
would get.
Big B Wolf getting into exactly?
Neither one.
Oh, okay. All right. Whoa, look at that.
Again, first off, Big Wolf's the character. It's a wolf
Right,
among us.
right.
not,
I keep
not the
forgetting.
Bigby Wolf hate.
Huh?
I said not him hating on Bigby Wolf.
It's more that it comes up anytime we talk about video games.
Again, I tried to steer away from games I have said numerous times on our other podcasts. So the first one is Shadowrun Hong Kong Extended Edition.
I have heard of it.
I've never heard of this.
I think it's on PS Plus.
It may be. It is on PS4, PS5. So yeah, it's a PlayStation game. So the reason I think this one is a great story game is because it is a game that just from the get-go pulls you into the world of Shadowrun, which is a TTRPG like D&D kind of stuff, but for video games, kind of like Baldur's Gate. Your choices matter to an extent. You can get like endings and stuff depending on how you play it out. But the overall narrative is still there. One of the reasons why I think I like it so much is because of the dialogue in the game can range from like you can be a super serious hard ass or the just ridiculous like I don't give a fuck whatever you want to do kind of character. The cast is amazing. So yeah, the story of this game is just a 10 out of 10 for me.
Now, Shadowrun is like it's fantasy, but in modern times, right?
It is fantasy, but cyberpunk times.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like Cyberpunk 2077 if you have orcs, trolls, elves, and
Yeah,
dwarves.
say Blade Runner with orcs.
Yeah. Which, from what I understand because I played, they released 3 Shadowrun games, and I played all of them this year and the end of last year. From what I understand, in that world, it was just a regular world, and then an event happened where people started mutating into fantasy creatures. So like you'd be a regular human, and then all of a sudden you're sprouting horns, becoming massive and tusks, and you're a troll. And then dragons start appearing in the world, and ghosts and all kinds of shit just start going insane.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah. So it's just like them having to adapt to both fantasy and sci-fi kind of elements.
Okay. I know, Nate, you like those you really like those RPGs.
I really do. And this is also a CRPG kind of game. So you build up a team. It's turn-based, tactical. Man, I do really love those games. I've been really deep diving into a lot of them in the past couple of months. So yeah, that is my first story game, Shadowrun Hong Kong Extended Edition.
Very good.
Sounds like a very Nate game.
It
We're
is.
back to that brings us back to Raceland.
Okay. Ty, what if I told you my next game was Final Fantasy 15 for the best story?
Hey, you know what? This is all our personal 10
No,
out of
it's
10.
not. It's not.
Nothing you say is going to be wrong.
You would say that was wrong. All
I'm not here to judge. I'm here to listen.
right. So for my actual pick, so there's
Okay.
lots of Legend of Zelda games out there, right?
Yeah.
All have fantastic stories. Lots of good
Yeah.
gamelay even.
I'm
And
reclaiming
music.
I'm reclaiming my ability to judge.
Oh, really? Okay, well, I'm picking for story. I'm picking Legend of Zelda: The Twilight Princess. Come on, that
Never
one
played
has
it,
a
so I can't say.
Ty.
I have
you,
played it.
you know that has a good story.
A good story, as in Save Princess. Yeah,
You know what? Listen,
it's a lot like the game they made before that. Actually,
you know what? Shut up. This is this is the Zelda game I've probably replayed the most. While it isn't my very favorite Zelda game, it's definitely my top 3 favorite Zelda game. And I think the story of Zelda is the strongest of all of them. Yes, I wrote that down, and is the best of all the Zelda games. Hey,
Is this the one where you can turn into a wolf?
yes, you could turn into a wolf. There's Midna, who's a really great supporting character.
I
There's
already
even
fully
a-
agree that this is the best story. So
Yes,
there you go.
because wolf, you see.
Yeah.
I know how to win Nate over. You explore the Twilight Realm.
I'll find a Zelda that you can dual wield in, and then I'll win Nate over.
I don't think so.
Oh, Hyrule Warriors, where I always play Ganondorf.
Anyways, can you at least see where I'm coming from? Why this is a good story-based Zelda game, Ty?
I think it's funny. I would never give any Zelda game like a 10 out of 10 for story, but
Oh, come
I
on.
support you in your opinion.
Again,
I think
I went
Twilight
with
Princess
what did
is a
I
very
enjoy
fun
the
game.
most. I
Yeah.
forgot that 10 out of 10 was what we were doing. I was like, this one has a really good story. Let's throw this on here.
Okay, that's fair.
To be fair,
If
I could have
you-
put like Sword. I could have put Pokemon Sword and Shield on here. That's known as like one of the worst stories in Pokemon, but that's fine.
I bet you, maybe not for this category, but I bet we'll be talking about Pokemon at some point tonight.
Okay, but can you at least see where I'm coming from?
I see
It's
where you're
really-
coming from, Raceland.
Really important that you see.
It's really
where-
important that I give you some approval for this.
Well, you said I'm not here to judge. There's a lot of Zelda games out there. Okay, I'm gonna judge. Like,
Hey, look, it doesn't matter what Zelda you would have said. I would feel the same way about it. But at least you picked Twilight Princess, which does have some story. So
what about Wind Waker? I mean, that's Save the Princess, but we don't
You
know
go
who the
save
princess is.
You go save Secret Princess. That's guess what? They did that in Ocarina of Time. Save Secret Princess.
Although, what about Breath of the Wild? The princess is not even there. Okay.
Save Princess, but walk a lot because world too big. Look, I love the Zelda games. It's just I don't like. I'm not gonna. I don't go to Zelda for story. I guess.
What about-
I don't know.
The Majora's Mask.
All right, I didn't write this down, and I actually switched this one out for Zelda.
Okay.
So I want to here's I guess an honorable mention. What about the 2013 reboot of Tomb Raider?
That's probably got a good story. I've never.
It does have
played
a
it.
good
I've
story. It's a good.
I've
It's a
never
great
played it,
story.
so
But I was
can't
like,
say.
oh no, Zelda's more fun. So I'll throw that on there.
If
That
that's
would
the
be for
reason you wanted to add it, that's
gameplay.
perfectly fine.
Fair enough. It's you know what? It's your list. You can put whatever you want on it. If I want to put Super Mario 64 on mine because it also is about Save Princess, then maybe I will.
If
You know
I want
what?
to put Tetris on here,
Hey, look, that's inarguable.
You know what? Forget it. Ignore what I said at the beginning of the intro. We're just replacing this with Kingdom Hearts. All right.
Nah, man, don't stand by your game.
Persona,
save
Dragon
Fire.
Quest, Kingdom Hearts. There you go. There's my 3. We're done.
All right, Twilight Princess was your pick. That's a very good pick, Raceland. I'm sorry I said stuff.
No, you're fine.
I will go with my second game now. My second story game is a little game called
Zelda.
Silent Hill 2.
Oh, horror stuff.
Okay. Trauma
Okay.
game.
It's
Yeah,
it's a
the-
trauma game.
The game franchise, like the category, I don't know, not franchise, it's a genre that I just stay away from. I just stay away from that entire genre.
Well,
I
you're
I, I
missing
was
out.
actually kind of expecting the newest Silent Hill for that.
Silent Hill F is pretty good too. But I think the 2 story just speaks to me more,
Okay,
which might be a weird thing to say.
you connect to James a bit more.
Well, I wouldn't say that. James is not a great person.
No, no, he is not.
But
Nate,
I
have
think,
you
I don't
played
know,
this
it's
game?
more.
No, but I've watched. Actually, I think I've
I
watched.
think you watched me
I-
stream it.
Yeah, I
Or
watched
most
Ty
of
play
it.
it.
When did you
And-
stream, Ty?
Like in Discord, not like on
Oh.
Twitch.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't do public streams or anything like that.
Gotcha.
But no, Silent Hill 2 is it's just a very interesting game to me. It's got some interesting themes about trauma and grief, and I can't really get into it too much without spoiling stuff, but it's a very psychological type of horror as opposed to like the oh my god mutating zombies and Resident Evil, which I also love. But you would also not ever see me putting any Resident Evil game on a 10 out of 10 story list.
Is it kind of
Yeah.
like this Zelda situation again?
No, it's just nonsense. It's not real. It's like there's not
be-
like any substance to it.
To
Like
be fair, no video game is real, but that's
it doesn't
No.
really hit on an emotional level.
it doesn't hit on an emotional level. I mean, yeah, I like seeing Leon do backflips and kick grenades back at people, but like at the end of the day, I mean, that is what it is. It's just spectacle. It's just action. And
Yeah.
I for me personally, to give something a 10 out of 10 story, it needs to have a little something to it. And I think Silent Hill 2 does, and I think many people would agree with me.
I do.
Yeah, can
I
agree with
followed
that.
these 2 guys on social media, and their whole shtick is talking about video game stuff. They always talk about the same games over and over and over in all these lists. Silent Hill comes up a lot of like one of the greatest games ever for them.
Okay. I mean,
Yep.
it makes sense.
It's
I-
a
I've-
beloved franchise.
I've seen Ty play 2 of them. I don't think I saw you play the first one, but from what I've seen of the other 2,
I did a
they
little
are-
streaming of one.
but I don't know if I caught that.
Yeah, maybe not.
I know I watched you play 2 and I watched you play F. And they were very emotional and whatnot, even with all the little like jokes we would make during playing it.
Hey man, sometimes you got to joke around
Yeah.
and cope with the
You do.
awful things that are happening.
So true.
But
So it's a good pick.
That's my
Laughter's the
second
best
story
medicine.
pick. Laughter is the
Okay.
best medicine. Which brings us back to Nate. I hope that we're not gonna laugh at his pick.
Oh yeah, it's Tetris.
I hope. Oh man. Well, hold on. Give me a few moments, real quick, so I can pick another game. Fuck. No. So
Puyo Tetris doesn't count.
so my my last game is Pathfinder Kingmaker, another CRPG.
I don't know what that is.
It's the same type of game as the last one. We're not here to judge. We're not here to judge.
Right.
And I
We're
bet it
so
does
not
have
here-
really good story because like all of these Western RPGs have like good storytelling.
Yeah, Pathfinder
most of them.
Kingmaker. I went in. I was really jonesing for like a Baldur's Gate 3 kind of game, and someone recommended this to me. So I went in, not really expecting too much, and holy crap, it's probably in my top 10 now of games. Same
I've heard
reason.
people say positive things about Pathfinder Kingmaker.
Yeah, it is. So why I like it is pretty much the same reason I like Shadowrun is, again, immersive world that kind of draws you in, a bunch of characters, and the game itself spans, I want to say like a decade. Like you start at a certain point, and then over the game you go and you become like a king of an entire land, while taming that land, and then fighting off an entire different dimension of the Fae. So it is a very engaging story. A lot of lovable characters. It has a lot of emotional moments where like one of your members ends up betraying you, and you're like, man, this character is a really awesome character. I wish that didn't happen.
I wish they didn't betray me.
Yeah, like fuck. So yeah, this Pathfinder Kingmaker is my other story game because it is also basically a TTRPG in video game form. And it
Tabletop
has
RPG, Raceland.
Oh, I,
Yeah.
I did know that.
so yeah, it is another just a very massive story game.
Nate, you sure like picking the same stuff. All right.
I think I do. I'm a very simple man. I think I put over 150 hours in this game.
God damn.
Good lord.
It is, like I said, it is a massive story game.
Hey, you know what? That many hours, I'll take your word for it.
I
I
mean,
believe you.
Persona 5 Royal, just to beat the main story, is like 110 hours. So I get it.
Yeah.
All right, so are we moving on to graphics now?
Are you guys out of story games?
Yeah, I only picked 2,
Yes.
didn't I?
Oh, I thought we were doing 3.
Nope, I picked 2 for everything.
can,
Okay, well, I got
can
one more.
real quick do a third if you want.
I got one more, if we don't
Okay.
mind.
Yeah,
Sure.
Now, I had forgotten that this game existed, which is not a great setup for, a 10
This
out of
is one
10
of the 10 out
story.
of 10 games. I didn't even know it
But
existed.
you have to understand that a long time ago, The Walking Dead was very popular.
Oh,
And even I was watching it,
I almost put this on my list.
and I played that Telltale Walking
Yeah,
Dead
yeah.
game, and I was blown away at how good the writing was.
Don't spoil
I
it
mean-
because I want to replay it.
I'm
I'm
not
not
going to say anything
surprised.
else about it.
Telltale games are just masterclasses in story.
Oh yeah, totally.
It's one of the reasons why I like a Wolf Among Us so much, is because it is a Telltale game.
Yeah,
But,
it was fun. I played the first chapter. I've got the whole. I just recently got the whole game, like the complete edition that comes with all the chapters and stuff. I got it for $9, and I was like, I'm gonna play this at some point, and I haven't gotten to it.
As I've gotten older and stopped keeping up with Walking Dead because there's just too much of it now. I kind of forgot that it existed.
No.
But it is a good game. It is well written. And that's my last story pick.
Good pick. Any?
And Nate, did you want to do another one?
I mean, I can throw out another one because I did have a backup in case the other ones didn't work out. It's also
throw it
another
out there.
It's not a
CRPG.
It's not a CRPG. No, it's not. It is called Hero's Adventure: Road to Passion. It is basically like a martial arts manhwa, but video game style. You start out as a nobody, and then depending on how you play it, you can just become a master in almost any martial art. You meet all these different characters. The story progresses just like you'd be reading a manga. It's just a fun and really detailed story game.
I've never heard of this one.
I've never heard of it either.
It's been, I want to say 2, maybe 3 years since I played it. I had to stop playing it because there was a glitch at the time. They have since fixed it, and I went back and played it for a bit, but my save was corrupted.
You're a beta gamer. A beta tester.
No, I don't think it was in beta at the time. I think it was a full game. It was just I just came across a glitch because that's just my luck.
I hate when that happens, yeah.
Yeah. Plus, the glitch itself was more like a translation thing. That might have been it. It wasn't fully translated yet. So
all right.
Yeah. The game itself though is just really fun. I had you meet all these other martial artists. You can either make friends with them, join them, never see them again, have them join you on your party. You meet all of these characters. You can meet a beggar who, if you help him, might just turn out to be the greatest martial artist in the world and teach you the greatest fighting style. Or you can spit on him and leave him be. Never get that awesome fighting style. So yeah, it's just a really fun game where choices matter. The world does remember everything you do. And yeah, great story, in my opinion.
Nice.
Well, that's a pretty good opinion.
Thank you.
I think that does it for our
Oh,
story
whoa, whoa.
opinion. Oh,
Oh,
You
hold
didn't
on
ask
now.
if I had a third one.
Well, do you have a third one?
I didn't have a third one. But I guess I'll just
Oh.
throw out Legend of Zelda
Persona 5
Majora's
Royal.
Mask.
All right, yeah, okay.
You know what? I can agree with that.
That
You know
one
what,
that
actually,
one has nothing to
that's-
do with saving Princess, okay?
That's the one you should have picked.
I
It
think
is
you
the
do
one.
save the fish princess,
Right.
You do save at
But-
least one princess in
but
that
not-
game.
Zelda.
But honestly, you know what? I'm going to throw a curveball out there because this game franchise is not known for its story. This is my actual pick.
Okay.
Call of
Okay.
Duty Modern Warfare. The campaign of that is
I think
really good.
people would agree with that. Actually,
Like Call of Duty is mostly known for, shoot enemy. But
I mean,
360 no scope.
Right,
I think the
right.
last
Doritos.
one. I think the last one I played, I really enjoyed the story. It was Call of Duty of Ghosts. So
the Modern Warfare was I forget what year it came out, but it was where you played as Soap and you got a ghillie suit and all that stuff. It was such a good game. What year was that? Because this was the first one they went from not doing-
2019.
No, that's not it.
You mean the original Modern Warfare?
Right, the original Modern Warfare.
Oh, okay.
I have no
Yeah,
idea.
'cause it was the first one-
2007?
It was the first one where they stopped doing numbers. It went like Call of Duty 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it went Modern Warfare. Man, I want to say that was like 2009. I want to say something like that.
Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare came out in 2007. Actually.
Oh, you're right. There it is.
I was about to say the only one that doesn't have a number is the 2019 one.
Okay, yeah. And that's the one I'm thinking of. That game had honestly the best campaign of all Call of Duties. So yeah, that's my pick.
All right. Well, then we've reached the head of the horse, which I think we should keep as graphics. Well, music can be like the air in front of the horse.
No,
Yeah,
it's the
coming
tail.
from the horse's mouth.
The steam coming from his nostrils as he's
It's-
galloping.
it's projecting a sound.
It's the sound that the horse is hearing in his head.
So
Yeah.
graphics are an interesting category. I think we start with Nate this time because I'm interested to see what he
I had,
says.
Okay.
I had trouble with graphics, to be honest.
So my two picks are wildly different from one another.
Mine are
All right.
also pretty wildly different.
So I'll start with the generic one that I picked, the deeply realistic graphic one, which is Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2. The graphics in that game is insane to the point where like it kills almost feel like a Mortal Kombat situation, but it's just hordes of enemies doing it where you're doing it too. The armor that you get is extremely detailed. The world that you play in is just, it almost feels alive. So yeah, that is my graphics, Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2.
I've seen a little bit of you guys playing this, and it does look pretty good, I would say.
Yeah, it is, like I said, I wanted to pick two games that are on wildly different spectrum or ends of the spectrum. And this is just a highly realistic looking graphics.
Okay. Raceland, would you like to go next?
Sure. All right. So, like I said, I struggled figuring out what to put for graphics because I don't care about graphics. I care about story and gameplay. Those are the two things I care the most about. So,
Okay.
I went with what I think is a good pick. Nate probably will not agree because if I remember right, you don't like the looks of this game. And I'm going Borderlands 2 because I love the art style. I love the art style they chose for that franchise.
This is where it just highlights my idea that you have another Nate inside your head that you have conversations with. Because I love the Borderlands.
Oh, for some reason I
styles.
thought you didn't like it.
Yeah, no, they're awesome. I love the comic art style where everything's kind of highlighted and outlined, very bright
cell
but also
shading.
very dark. Yes, thank you. Cell shaded look.
I think that the graphics are so good. They work so well for this game. Also, fun fact, Borderlands 2 introduced one of the best villains in my opinion, of all time. The
Claptrap.
no, Handsome Jack. I love wacky, silly villains. They're so fun.
I don't think I beat Borderlands 2. I have beat 1, but I haven't beat 2 because I had to return it back to Blockbuster at the time.
Wow, you old
yeah,
man.
look.
What's a blockbuster?
Blockbuster. Borderlands 2.
What streaming service is that on?
Oh, man. Yeah.
Did you have to return it for your 360?
I think so.
So
I don't
fun
remember
fact.
the console I had it on.
So fun fact. When I was a teenager, back when I had no responsibilities, I would just constantly replay 2 games over and over and over, which were both mentioned, Skyrim and Borderlands 2. I put so many hours into these games, just replaying, choosing different classes, choosing different vault hunters, just constantly like, I didn't do it this way, let's do it this way this time. And man, I know every inch of that goddamn game.
It was a fun game.
It was awesome. It had the best DLC ever out of almost all DLC in gaming, in my opinion.
Came out in 2012.
Really? I thought Borderlands 2 was earlier than that.
Nope. Came out in 2012. I had graduated already.
That doesn't make... Oh, yeah. I guess I was out of high school. I thought I was a teenager when that came out. Huh.
I mean, you still could have been a teenager. You could have
No,
been like
I graduated at 18 in 2010, so...
okay, so you were 20 when this came out.
That game was awesome. So fun. That's my pick.
All right.
That's your pick. What a pick.
Ty, did you played Borderlands, right? You're a big Borderlands guy?
I fucking hate Borderlands.
Oh, no.
Maybe
Hoping
you
you weren't
mixed.
going to ask me because I don't want to keep shitting on your picks.
Maybe you mixed me up with Ty.
That might have been it.
I
That
am
might
not
have been
a
it.
fan Borderlands. I've tried to play Borderlands 2 several times, and the Claptrap is the most annoying character in a video game possibly ever.
Well, here, if it makes you...
I think that's a fair assessment.
If you makes it any better, if you play the pre-sequel, you could play as Claptrap.
Wow.
I don't
You
think
play
that makes it
another
better for
game,
him.
you get to play as the annoying character.
Yeah, see?
You get to
You know,
be
it's
the
even better than
annoying
that.
guy.
If I don't play any Borderlands games,
But-
I never have to deal with them.
But his name isn't Claptrap, it's Frag Trap. Okay?
Is he in the D&D one? I wonder.
How could he be? He's a robot.
I mean, I think they have
Wonderlands?
robots.
Yeah, I think so. Wonderlands was very disappointing, in my opinion.
Yeah, but you don't like things that I would like, though, so I
Whoa.
probably would like it.
Whoa.
That's crazy.
Shots fired.
How is that a shots fired? That's just a general idea.
I'm
Yeah,
about to
remember-
fire some shots because it's my turn.
Yeah, what's your
Oh,
pick?
snap.
For graphics. And my first pick is actually 4 video games. And that'll make sense in just a moment.
Mass
Because I'm
Effect.
talking about the entirety of Pokemon Generation 5 for the Nintendo DS.
Oh,
and that
what-
includes Black, White, Black 2, and White 2.
I almost went sprites for my picks as well. But man, what a great pick.
They are the best sprite-based looking Pokemon games. And it's not
Absolutely.
even close. Especially after, because I'm with you, Raceland. I think you said you don't really care for Gen 4 too much.
I hate Gen 4.
I think Gen 4, it was too slow. It was still too, it's like they were trying to do, the Game Boy Advance style, but on the DS. But it
Yeah.
just looked very, stiff. Meanwhile, you go over to, Black and White, and it's, it's the best the sprites have ever looked.
Absolutely.
The characters look good. The environments look good. There's all sorts of weather effects. The Pokemon sprites, move around during battle. That's really cool. I think it even looks... We haven't got to that category yet.
I can just say it's banging. All right.
But I think it actually looks better than the 3D games.
Oh, I actually agree with that 100%. I would love for them to go back to sprites, but they'll never do it.
Nah, probably not. It would be cool if they did. They tried something weird with the Diamond and Pearl remakes, and I don't think those look good either.
Well, here's a question. A little branch away from you. when you're talking about graphics, what are your thoughts on like Arceus? Because that's very controversial. Some people thought it was sick, and some people didn't like the coloring.
I think it looks fine. When it runs good, I think it looks fine.
So play it on Switch too.
Yeah, if you play it on the Switch too, I think the game looks fine. The pop-in shit is just like, and I don't like it in Scarlet and Violet either. I think it's better in ZA. I think ZA is probably the best looking Switch Pokemon game. In my
I don't
opinion.
know. Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee looks really good.
Okay, yeah, they look really good too, but that's different. Like Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee almost look like they could have been 3DS games.
They look pretty sick though for 3DS games.
They would be the best looking 3DS games if they were, but like as far as like Pokemon games where you can like move the camera around and like they're not top down, because Let's Go is still basically top down
You're right,
for the
you're
most
right.
part. I think ZA really takes the cake, and it's not even close.
Nate, you have a lot of opinions on this, right?
Uh-huh.
But from
Yeah.
like the sprite standpoint, I think they really peaked with Black and White. And
Oh,
Black and White
absolutely. Black and White is timeless to go back to. It's so good.
I wish there was like a good way to play it.
If that,
You know,
you
without,
remember when they said that everybody was losing their minds that we are getting 100% getting Gen 5 remakes. That was 100% happening. And then they announced
I don't
Gen
remember
6.
hearing that.
Oh, dude, I follow all these Pokemon channels. Before Legends A was announced, we just got the Diamond and Pro remakes just happened, and everybody's like, all right, Gen 5's coming. Here we go. And then they showed Lumiose, and they're like, that's Gen 6. What's happening?
You know, not to go off on too much of a tangent, but I guess if they really wanted to, they could make a Legends game set in Unova, and I bet it would be really cool.
Oh, God, that would be so cool. Although, if I were to choose a Legends game for the next Legends, put it in Johto. 100% put it in Johto.
Put it in Johto and have it set during the past.
Yeah, exactly. The lore of Johto is so cool.
Yeah. Okay,
Nate,
but that's my first graphics pick.
Nate,
Quick
what was your thoughts on that?
I agree.
Pokemon.
It was very,
I agree.
very good pixel graphics on that.
And
game.
where was that set in again? We just said it. What region was that?
That was Gen 5. I don't remember the region. Gen 5,
Gen 5 is called what again? What are the colors of that game?
Black and White.
Oh, there we go. You
Yeah.
get it.
But I just had a quick question though. Would you guys like a Black and White Pokemon in the style of Zelda Link's Awakening?
In the style.
Oh, you mean like the remake for Switch?
Yeah.
I like that art style.
I would be okay with that.
I think I kind of wish the Diamond and Pearls looked like that instead.
I don't hate those
saw
games,
a
by the
Reddit
way.
post about someone suggesting that, and I was going to ask you guys that a long time ago, and it just completely slipped.
I
my
would
mind.
rather them do that than like try to do like a 3D remake. Like I don't want them to like do an open world Unova. I think that
I
would
don't know.
hate that.
I don't
Like,
know.
just make Legends Unova if you're gonna do that. If you're gonna remake Black and White, keep it Black and
Okay.
White.
Yeah.
Like-
Now, what about if we're doing remakes? How do you feel about the whole HD 2D remakes they've been doing recently, like with like Dragon
Oh,
Quest?
with like Dragon Quest, I think that would be a good art style for a Pokemon remake.
Right. So like
or
make
if they
it
just
like
wanted
a
to make like a small game in
semi
that
3D
style.
kind of thing.
Like if they just wanted to do like I don't know, Emerald HD 2D or whatever, I think that would look great.
I mean, they're
Or
never
something
going to
like
do that because they already have that on the 3DS with Omega.
I know.
and Ruby. Yeah.
If it was Square Enix, they would do it because they have multiple versions of different games all the time. But Pokemon likes to keep it kind of consistent, and I'm
Can
not
you
sure who's right.
imagine if Pokemon was like, "Yo, Square, help us out and help us write a game"?
Well, I do believe. So what was it? Bandai helped with new Pokemon Snap, and people are saying that that the new Pokemon in Winds and Waves kind of have a similar like graphic engine. So people are wondering if Bandai is helping with Winds and Waves.
Maybe, dude.
That'd be cool.
New Pokemon Snap. That should have been on graphics right there.
I've never played it.
Okay, The game's boring. It's a Pokemon Snap game. It's literally a Pokemon. It's a game is where you just take photos of Pokemon, whatever. But graphic wise, it's the best Pokemon's ever looked. They look so fucking realistic. It looks for what it is. It looks so crisp.
Well, that can't be true because the Detective Pikachu movie exists.
Right. Yeah, cool. But no, I didn't
like
even
that movie.
I didn't even think of that until you mentioned it. Let the new Pokemon Snap, if the category is graphics, should be number one.
Maybe I'll check it out if I can get it for less than $60.
Oh, cool. So, like in 50 years, when you find it in a bargain,
Maybe
bin?
you can let me borrow your game cart, however that works.
I mean, I can literally borrow the physical game if you come on over.
Maybe we'll see.
Okay. Well. Whose turn is it?
It's Nate's turn for his second graphics pick.
Okay.
Yeah. So my second graphics pick is the opposite of my first one. Instead of being hyper realistic, it's a more highly stylized, cartoonish look. Esoteric Ebb. It just came out recently. I've been playing a lot of it, and I am just in love with the art style.
Nate, you like picking a bunch of games I've never heard of.
Is it on Steam?
It is. I knew you probably wouldn't have heard it, so I prepared a picture. I was going to send it to you. I
Just
sent
real
it to
quick,
both of you.
I just realized I have an honorable mention because. Well, go ahead. Just whenever you're done, I have an honorable mention.
All right. I just sent you a picture of a screenshot
what
from
is
that
this?
game.
Okay.
Esoteric Ebb is a game where you play a cleric, and all of the stats from D&D are voices in your head trying to get you to do what they want you to do in order to solve things in the game. So like you might be talking to someone and all of a sudden strength might be like, just beat them up. Or dexterity would be like, or you could just slip that key right out of their pocket and not have to deal with them. Or then charm could be like, just get them drunk and sleep with them. Stuff like that. So
hold on just a second, Nate. I'm seeing that Esoteric Ebb is a single-player CRPG inspired by the freedom of tabletop adventures.
It is inspired by D&D. The entire aspect of D&D is where like you're a cleric. All of the stats of D&D are just voices in your head.
Art style is cool, though. I'll give
I
you
am
that.
seeing a trend with all of Nate's picks.
The art style is what made me want to get this game. They showed it at the Game Awards, and I was like, this looks amazing. And then when I actually heard what it was about, I was like, hell yeah, this is my kind of game. So
it does look cool. It does look cool.
So that is my second pick for graphics because it is just a beautiful game.
Okay,
and one
cool.
beautiful game returns another. So, Raceland, what is your second beautiful game?
Okay, well, I'm going to just knock out my honorable mention really quick because it's just top of mind. When Nate said something about a game he's never actually played, it made me think of the game that just released. And I've seen the trailers for it, and I love the art style. So I'm going to talk about Mouse PI.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah. I haven't played the game yet, but man, the art style matches exactly what I love, which is that rubber hose neck art style. It's all black and white. It looks violent as hell. It looks so fun. I can't wait to play it.
First person, right?
Yeah, first person. Yeah, it looks fucking awesome. But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up because I was like, oh my God, I should have brought that up.
You shoot like an acid gun onto a guy and it turns into a cartoony skeleton.
Yeah. Oh, looks
When is
so
that
fun.
actually supposed to come out?
I can't.
I don't know.
It's out now. I just haven't bought it yet.
Oh, okay.
It's not out on Steam. Planned release date April 16th.
Okay, it's not out yet. I was wrong.
No.
Well, it's almost
got me
out.
all hoped up.
It looks cool though.
I think it's only like $20 if I remember right. I'm gonna buy it when it comes out. 100%.
It's on my wish list.
Yeah, mine too. Anyways, for my actual pick though, I went with the cell shading style of Borderlands. Now I'm gonna go with hyper realistic looking style.
Okay.
And we're picking. What year is that? 2018. Yeah, 2018. Spider-Man, the Spider-Man game. The Insomniac Spider-Man.
I almost put that on my list actually.
Yeah. Honestly, this is the best looking Spider-Man game we've gotten out of all Spider-Man games, in my opinion. Like,
Interesting that you're putting Spider-Man 1 and not Spider-Man 2 for the
okay,
PS5.
so I actually was going to bring that up. So Spider-Man 2 is very good. I think Spider-Man 1 is better looking game, especially being the first one out of the trilogy after so many years of not having a good looking Spider-Man game. So if you look at it from the eyes of like, what was the last Spider-Man game we got before that? And then compare that to the 2018 Insomniac Spider-Man. You know what I mean?
Like Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, something like that. It
The
looks
last
great.
one I had played was Shattered Dimensions.
It looks great. It runs great. And Spider-Man 2 is great, but they changed a lot of things. Like the way Peter Parker looks even. I don't know why they changed it for that stuff. Have you ever played the different versions of Spider-Man?
Yeah, I've played both versions. I played the PS4 when it first came out. I played the remastered version.
Right. They changed it. Why'd they do that?
I don't know. I don't really care about that though.
I mean, it didn't bother me
anyway.
But like, I thought the PS4 original release, I think looked the best. The remaster was good, but like I said, I'm trying to compare it to what we had before when comparing it to other Spider-Man games.
All those white people look the same to me. You get one white boy face for another white boy face. They all the same. They're not even wearing. He's got the mask on most of the time anyway.
But can you understand what I'm talking about? Like comparing it to the older Spider-Man games?
Oh, considering the older ones, yeah. I mean,
yeah, that's what I meant.
Of course, like,
I mean,
that's
Shattered Dimensions wasn't a bad.
Shattered Dimensions is a good looking game because it has that. It also does like the comic booky, cell shaded stuff, if I remember correctly.
If I remember correctly, didn't it look different on different consoles?
I played the Wii version and I thought that looked pretty good, but I'm sure it probably looked better on 360 or whatever.
I mean, like they were active or drastically different, not like graphics wise, but just like they changed the look slightly just for every console.
I think they changed the look for every Spider-Man also. Because I think
they did.
Ultimate had like cell shading, or what maybe Amazing did. I don't.
And then Noir had black and white, and 2099 I think had like more realistic looking.
So when it comes
to, I do think Spider-Man for the PS4 is a better looking game,
right?
Than Shattered Dimensions.
Speaking of also, like, my pick, one thing I like also is the fact that all the different suits they have, they all look different and they all look different graphics wise as well. Like you can one of the suits you can unlock is literally comic book Spider-Man with the cell shading and everything, and they make it look really good inside the world. And every suit fits the world really well. I don't know. It's just a really great.
Except for the cell, the cell shading, that looks a little out of place. But
it looks out of place, but they did it well.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just an awesome game. They're all awesome. All three of them. The Miles Morales and Spider-Man 2. They're all great.
I think objectively, Spider-Man 2 is probably a better looking game, but I understand the personal preference behind this pick, so I'm not going to press you on it.
You sure you don't want to give me the Legend of Zelda treatment earlier?
No, that's all right.
Okay. All right.
I think Spider-Man PS4 is probably a better game than Spider-Man 2.
Only slightly. Only slightly.
Only slightly. I liked I'm not a Spider-Man 2 hater by any means. I think it's a great video game.
Now here's a question. Spider-Man 2 came out the same year Final Fantasy 16 came out. What would you pick?
Fuck.
Put you on the spot.
I'd probably, at this point in time, I'd probably rather play Spider-Man 2 again than Final Fantasy.
See, I think I'd go Final Fantasy.
I'm more in the mood for Spider-Man, I think.
But yeah, that's my pick. Is Spider-Man PS4.
All right, and that was your second graphics pick.
Correct.
Which just brings it to me.
All right.
Let me tell you about a game called Okami.
Oh, great pick, dude.
Now, this is not a game that I have beaten.
Me neither.
But I've put some hours into it.
Same.
But I don't feel like you need to like beat the game to understand what you're looking at here. I mean, it's gorgeously gorgeous graphics. There's like cell shaded with like watercolored brush strokes, like smoke effects have it's all very stylized and artistic, and everything looks like hand painted and hand drawn.
I think this is honestly the pick. Out of all the picks we've made, I think this is number one for graphics wise.
It is a game that has been highly recommended to me for a long time.
You get to play as a wolf, Nate.
I know. You play as
Well,
wolf,
like more like a
art
wolf
style.
god, like a spirit, but still kind of a wolf.
Uh,
You are the sun
I-
god, yeah.
I agree. The game does look absolutely stunning.
Absolutely. I've noticed that cell shaded games always tend to work most of the time.
I'm really excited for the new Okami game whenever that finally comes out.
Wait, there's
I
a
think that's
new
gonna look-
Okami game coming out?
Yeah, I think they announced it maybe last year or the year before. They're working on a sequel.
Didn't even know that.
And I'm sure that's going to be a beautiful video game also.
Now, here's a question. We're talking about cell shaded games. Where would Wind Waker land on graphics wise compared
I think
to
Wind Waker is a beautiful game.
Right. Well, a lot of
I
people
think
didn't like
Skyward
when it came
Sword is a
out.
beautiful game.
A lot of people didn't like
I
the way it first came out because it looks so
Well,
different.
a lot of people are stupid, and,
But I
and
agree.
They see like cartoons and they think, "Oh my god!" But like, Zelda's supposed to be big, tough, and dark, like Ocarina of Time. Every time they should be like that. Oh my god! Why do they have this little kid running around, ignoring the fact that Toon Link is canonically the only Link to stab Ganondorf in the forehead with his sword? But we'll just leave that alone. And then that's why you get Twilight Princess after Wind Waker, because it was like addressing everybody that was stupid and complaining about Wind Waker, and I liked Wind Waker.
And then you have to
Twilight
squint
Princess.
at the Twilight Princess and be like, what's going on? It's so dark.
Yeah, everything's so dark now and gray. How wonderful. I love Wind Waker. It's a beautiful game.
But yeah, I was just curious because we were talking about all the cell shady stuff. I wanted your opinion on that.
I think cell shading looks great most of the time.
Agreed. There's a lot of cool cell shaded games out there. Yeah.
Are we all done on graphics picks, or does
I
anybody
think
have
so.
any more?
I think that's it.
That was the last for me.
All right. Well, then we are exiting the horse.
I don't like that term.
We're
I don't like the way
exiting
you
the
put that.
horse through the power of sound to talk about video game music.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm probably just gonna say both of mine really quickly when we get to me because there's not much to talk about. These games have cool music.
Well, I'll go first then. And my first pick is a little game called Guitar Hero 3.
Oh,
which features
get the
songs
fuck
like
out of here!
Sweet Child of Mine. Wait, that's Guitar Hero 2. It features Welcome to the Jungle and Paranoid and Through the Fire and Flames.
That is
and-
such a niche pick, dude.
That's a joke pick. That's a joke pick.
That's why I picked Fortnite.
Oh, that's not fair. I didn't know we could do that. All right, my real first pick is actually 3 games, and you'll understand why in a moment, because it is every game contained in Pokemon Generation 2.
Oh
which
well, there
includes
goes
Gold,
there goes my pick.
Silver, and Crystal. Oh man, I stole your pick.
He stole my pick. Generation 2, Gold and Silver. That's what I put down.
Hey, look, man, the music in Gen 2 is it's something different. Even
It slaps
and I
so
like
hard.
I even like the Game Boy versions of the songs more than like the Heart Gold Soul Silver versions.
Yeah, there's they hit so it just every time I hear music from Gen 2, I just think why don't we have a modern Gen 2?
Well,
It
we
just-
kind of do. It was modern 10 years ago.
Yeah. But I'm just saying like there's so much love for Gen 2. Why can't we get like just throw it on the eShop like they do with Fire Red and Leaf Green and people are going to buy it.
Well, maybe they will.
I don't know. But yeah.
Well, that's my first music pick.
Mine too.
I'm gonna. Oh, okay, Raceland. I'm gonna pivot on to you to
Oh.
give me your second music pick.
Okay. Pretty simple. I have a tattoo of this character in all his games. Talking about the Sonic series, all right?
Oh my god, I didn't put any Sonic games in my music. What the hell? Okay, yeah, all right. I forgot Sonic existed. Yeah,
That's cool.
I agree with whatever you're about to say.
I mean, I could literally just put Sonic games as category because that's what they're known for is the music.
Yeah.
But
Here's a fun game to play. It's called Find the Sonic game with bad music. Spoiler alert: there is no such thing. Well,
But-
maybe for like the Game Gear, but we don't talk about those.
I'm going to specifically choose Sonic Mania because that was the game that came back to its
Slaps.
it came back to its roots, made the music that old school style Sonic, remixed a bunch of old Sonic songs, and what is it called? Like is it the studio one?
Studiopolis,
Yeah,
baby.
That's the best one. That's my favorite Sonic song.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, I don't want to get you copyrighted.
Oh yeah, with all my listeners. Oh, gosh, I don't want that to happen. Anyways, yeah, Sonic is just kills all music. It's so good. And Sonic Mania, I think it's the best one when it comes to music. So yeah.
It's really, really good.
It's very, very good. I mean, I could have put like Sonic Adventure. I could have put like Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, all the classic,
You
Escape
could
from
cheat
the
and put
City.
Sonic Generations,
Yeah,
which has
yeah.
all Sonic music.
True. I could just okay, so there's only one Sonic game that just comes to mind that doesn't have the best music. And that's Sonic Frontiers. Sonic
You're out of
Frontiers,
your mind, man.
dude. No, listen. Sonic
You don't like
Frontiers.
the
Hold on? Sonic Frontiers has great like battle music when they had Kellen Quinn and on there and all that stuff. Yeah, that's great. But the music of you just walking around and doing the levels, it's okay.
That's because it's also like half of it is like Sonic of the Wild, so everything has to be like quiet and tranquil.
Right. That's what I was kind of hinting at. Is that's where the one game where there's like the music isn't level based besides the small little levels you go into. So
But I love the Kellen Quinn. Tracks.
Oh yeah, those are so
cool.
so good. Those are so good.
Some
But
anime boss fight music.
Yeah, but everything else that's not Kelly Quinn is pretty mid.
Yeah, I think that's probably fair.
But yeah, that's
Well then.
it. Sonic. Can't believe you didn't pick one.
I can't believe I didn't pick a Sonic
So
game.
disappointed.
Nate, is
Nate
your
pick-
first music pick a Sonic
Sonic.
game?
No, because I don't play many Sonic games.
What was the last Sonic game
Um,
you actually remember playing?
That one where I could create a wolf in it.
So Sonic
and it
Unleashed.
was like a wolf.
No, Sonic Forces. He's talking about Sonic.
Oh, yuck.
It wasn't a cool looking wolf either.
You got you got Felix the Cat Wolf.
Yeah. It was
Forces. Yeah,
whatever.
Sonic Forces sucks. Moving on.
Agreed. So my first pick is Cyberpunk 2077.
All right.
The music in that game is just a vibe. Like that's a game where I could just turn it on, let my character hang out, and I could do other things while listening to the soundtrack of that game.
I was wondering when
Like what?
this game was gonna pop up. I thought it was gonna be in graphics.
I said like what? You said do other things.
Oh, like creating Hero Forge characters of Cyberpunk characters, or I don't know, play other games. I don't know.
Oh,
I just really like the music of Cyberpunk 2077.
okay. I've never played that game.
Neither have I.
I did watch the anime though, the Netflix anime.
Oh yeah, Edge Runners.
Didn't even know
I
that app
recently
existed.
watched that.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's set before the game, so you could watch it without any spoilers.
All right, well, Nate, do you have how many more picks you got?
One more.
All right, go ahead and do your last one, and then
Okay.
I'll do my last one.
Okay. My second one is Red Dead Redemption 2.
Man, I thought we were gonna make it through the whole episode without someone saying it. I kept it off my story and graphic for specifically because I thought you were gonna have them.
I told you, like, these are two games I was not going to put on this list until you guys added music, and I was like, okay, I love the music in these two games, so I
You
guess
really
I'll-
like the is it the house building theme that really speaks to
with
you?
John. Yeah, it's such a touching song.
I've got
So, yeah.
All right,
I've got an honorable mention.
all right, Raceland, honorable mention time.
All right. Shout out to the Me creator on the Wii. Do 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 do.
Shout out to that and the Wii Shop music.
Yeah, for sure.
Also.
That's
Um,
bangers.
All right, for my final music pick.
I guess I could also have a extra.
All right,
World
go
of
on, Nate.
Warcraft,
all right.
Grizzly Hills area has some really vibe, chill music.
Okay, and then Sonic Adventure 2 Pumpkin Hill has some very vibey, chill music. All right, for my final music pick, my game is Final Fantasy
Yes, sir.
7.
7. Yeah, I figured.
It's just iconic. Just the songs that I will listen to, not playing the game. Also,
So how many
like when,
So
One Wing
working and
Angels? How many One Wing Angels remakes have you listened to?
a lot.
real quick, is
I'm
this
glad you brought
Rebirth
that up because
or original? Or
well,
is
I'm
it
glad
the
you
same
asked. You know,
soundtrack?
I might answer one of these questions if either of you would let me speak. But I'm glad you asked that because if the PS1 game sounds are a little too old sounding for you, like if you have that problem, and it is a problem, you should get it checked out. But if you have that problem, good news. The remake games that they've made have beautifully orchestrated versions of all of these songs that are much more modern sounding, and they also slap.
Ty,
Nice.
if you get tired of listening to One Wing Angel on Final Fantasy VII, you can just listen to One Wing Angel on Kingdom Hearts.
I
Or
could do
One
that.
Wing
Or
Angel on Kingdom Hearts 2.
that's true.
Or you can just listen to When You Walk Away.
Oh, now we're getting copyright.
Square
Man.
Enix is like, no. Actually, it'd be more Disney that would be doing that.
Both.
Yeah. But yeah,
I'm
Final
getting hit
Fantasy.
with
I
that
was
too.
wondering when Final Fantasy VII would show up. Music makes sense.
Music makes sense.
You didn't mention the dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
I'm trying not to get your copyright struck.
I don't care.
He don't care.
It's fine.
Bring it on,
I don't want
copywriters.
I don't want the Lyman Wolf podcast to be taken down because I want Nate to have to keep doing the Lyman Wolf podcast.
Nah, go ahead and go ahead and do that.
He doesn't mean it. He loves
We
being
won't
here.
we won't be
I know
taken
he
down.
does. I know he does. I think he actually wanted to host the show. I think he wanted to take my spot as main host.
I fully believe we wouldn't be taken down. You guys go ahead and sing your hearts out.
Nah, I'm good.
I could get AI to write us up a theme song for the One Lyman Wolf podcast.
Stop
No,
using
please.
AI.
No.
All right, we got anything else to talk about here?
I don't think so.
Let's see
That's
here.
everything. Honorable
Not
mention
telling
to Chrono Trigger for the music.
You
And
know,
the
I
graphics.
was shocked Chrono Trigger didn't come up in story for you, Ty.
I like it a lot. Yeah, it's a good story.
I'm
See
just
here.
shocked you didn't bring it up. Like I was expecting for sure to see that.
We only get 3 picks.
Would it be number 4?
Probably not. I think Chrono Trigger probably has like a 7 out of 10 story.
Damn.
Yes, I could put Lort for story.
It's just a standard RPG. I mean, I don't know.
From a
do you
standard
want?
RPG.
It's standard.
Would you put it higher than Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess?
Yeah, because it has a story.
That's crazy.
It's not just Save Princess.
That's outrageous.
The other game I was really trying not to put on this list was Baldur's Gate 3, so I put every
I
other
was-
game.
Yeah, you picked every other CRPG that you could find that was not Baldur's Gate 3.
Okay, so originally when I sent you guys this meme, I picked those 3 games, and I was like, all right, so I'll try to pick fresh games for these. And then you guys added music, so I'm like, okay, that's a different topic, so I can add 2 of those.
What about for story? What about the Avengers live action video game that they made?
Oh no, never played it.
I didn't play it.
Oh, am I the only one that actually played that game
Yeah,
and thought it was actually a decent story, but definitely not a 10 out of 10 story?
no, well,
Yeah.
Well, it's not as good as Save Princess, huh?
No, it was more like save Avengers from themselves.
let's see here.
I meant
Are
to
we
mention
still
this.
recording?
Yeah, we are. I meant to mention this on honorable mentions for music. GTA 4.
Never played it.
You never played
Okay.
the GTA, like the radio in the car. Hell yeah, man! All
Yeah.
the Those original songs that they had on there.
Hell yeah, man.
That's a pretty
Same
good
thing as
one.
Guitar Hero 3.
Shut up. Those are not original
Same
songs.
thing
Those
as
are,
Fortnite.
that's the copyright of all copyright, okay?
No,
thing as,
Fortnite is the
Fortnite.
copyright. of
No,
all
Fortnite's got
copyright.
original songs.
Oh, that's true. They do. Like Butter Barn.
Yes.
Hmm.
Shout out to Butter.
All right. Well, I think we're going to end it off, and let's do the outro. Ty, close us out.
Close you out.
Yeah.
How do you guys end your episodes?
I'm putting you on the spot.
I'm usually
Let's do this.
I'm usually asleep at this point.
All right. You started the intro. You're doing the outro. Let's go.
Well, that has been what are you going to call this episode?
I don't know. Just an episode.
That has been this episode. Thank you for joining us today as we discussed all these different video games in different categories. We really appreciate you listening. Please do not report us to the copyright holders. We promise we weren't playing the actual songs. That was actually our voices.
Wait until I,
I know
edit
it.
them in.
Hard to believe.
Anyway, does anybody have anything else to say?
Look
I
forward to the next video that we will
I-
soon release.
I enjoy my Save Princess games.
All right. And with that, that has been the Lime and Wolf podcast.
Hey!